Okay, a short Raw review because I don't want to pay too much attention to this because I don't care about this Raw because it was a piece of garbage. And I know people are going to say, what? I'm saying it. Now, let's put this in context. You look at TLC, only 4 matches, 4 out of 12 main card matches meant something. And you can exclude the Cruiserweight Championship on the kickoff show because the WWE doesn't think of it as anything. So Buddy Murphy and Cedric Alexander are nothing to the WWE. And I want to say this about them, that I didn't hate their match, but it didn't feel like a Cruiserweight match. It just didn't feel like it. But when you see the main card, you only had Ronda Rousey and Nia Jackson. That was a good match. Ronda made it work. You had the triple threat for the SmackDown Tag Champs. A triple threat that was really good. Then you got the AJ Styles and Daniel Bryan, which was good. And then you had the TLC match, which was for the women, which was really good. That's it. The rest of the show was boring. 100% boring. There was nothing shown of the Raw Tag Champs, and there wasn't anything shown of the US Champion from SmackDown Live. That just shows you how they didn't give a damn. So you look at this Raw, you wonder, so how is Vince going to straighten this out? Guess what? Vince decided to take total control again with now Steph, with now Triple H, and now with Shane McMahon controlling both Raw and SmackDown. Really. The thing that got me, what got me the most, is what Steph said in the very beginning. And she said simply, we're sorry. We're supposed to care about the fans, and we haven't. And now we're done letting middlemen run the place. Really, middleman was right behind you, sweetheart. Sweetie, your daddy's right behind you. You couldn't have the balls to say, you know what? We actually messed up. My dad messed up. Now, mind you, I know Vince played around, and he pretty much was talking about himself in the very opening of the show. When he was saying, you know, we can't have the people that's running the place not do so well, even though they had incredible gifts and vision. And he was jokingly talking about himself. But we know he was the one that was causing this mess. But let's not crank it back, but go a little forward. Essentially speaking, now it's going to be run by 4 people, the WWE. So SmackDown and Raw are going to have all 4 of them working together, which is going to be a stupid mess. It's going to be a stupid mess. And then, you know who I felt sorry for? Baron Corbin. Look, you can say a lot. He hasn't done great as a general manager. He didn't prove his talking, at least a certain amount. But really, everyone was so happy and booing the man. But you don't boo Vince. The one you know 100% said to you, the fans, I don't give a fuck what you want. I'm going to do what I want. And the crowd there was eating it up. That just showed you how blind most fans are. They're blind. And the ones who actually can see it, they have to actually go, you gotta be kidding me. You guys have been complaining all this time, and the minute the guy who's really been causing this trouble comes out to your face, you don't boo him. I watched the segment. No one generally booed him unless he told them to boo, and that was so dumb stupid. But I feel sorry for Baron Corbin. He had to have a match where he had to go up against Kurt Angle and repeat exactly what happened at TLC, got his ass handed to him, and then gets the pin on Kurt Angle where he doesn't become champ. Well, not champ. Well, champ in the sense to actually still run Monday Night Raw. Now, I'm not saying I wanted him to run Monday Night Raw. But essentially, they're using him as the scapegoat. And people ate it up. And now, guess what? Seth Rollins is now going to start having a match with Baron Corbin. Now, didn't Triple H say that we're going to start getting fresh matches? Really? Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins. And I'm not saying that they're going to stick only with Seth and Baron Corbin. But you actually want to see that match? I don't think so. Then you have the tag match. The the four-way tag. And you got the Revival, you got the B Team, you got, who else was in there? AOPP, and then you had the tag champs. I think no, not the tag champs. I think it was a triple threat. I'm sorry, I didn't really pay that much attention. In the end, no Paul Ellering appears, which they really need to switch out Drake Maverick for Paul Ellering. Nope. You now got the Revival. The Revival. That was the fourth match. The fourth one. I'm sorry. You got the Revival now. Who's now going to go up against Rude and Chad Gable. We knew they're going to do it eventually. So nothing has changed. Now Ruby Riott comes out. You got Natalya coming out. You got everyone and their mother coming out. Because of what happened with Ronda Rousey. I know I'm jumping around, but I'm doing it on purpose because there's no point in this. You basically have Ronda Rousey come out and start saying the women are now going to have open challenges right after the pay-per-view. That's an open challenge like a US Open Challenge or an IC Open Challenge. Now the Women Open Challenge starts right after every pay-per-view. That's what we're going to have. Really? And then she says, I don't care. Bring someone out here to fight me. You got Steph bring everybody out. And she says, we're going to give everyone an opportunity. But it's a 8-woman gauntlet. Wasn't there 10 women? What happened to Liv Morgan? What happened to Sarah Logan? Aren't they supposed to get the opportunity? What happened to Nia Jax? What happened to Tamina? Aren't they supposed to get the gauntlet opportunity? That's not an actual opportunity. And in the end, what do we get? We get Bayley taken out after taking out 2 people. You don't really do anything with Sasha. I mean, Dana Brooks is not the most greatest person to book. But it's all predictable. Exactly what they were going to do anyway. So you guys tell me, what did you actually get different? You knew Natalya was going up against Ronda. So they were going to basically use Bayley and Sasha and Mickie James to make this work. Because you can take out Dana Brooke, you can take out Alicia Fox. You can take them out. They don't matter. But in the end, I did not see one thing different. Look what's going to happen next week. You got Dolph Ziggler, you got Drew McIntyre, now you got Finn Balor, all going to have a triple threat. Where is that going to be different? What could have been different? Forget about the feud and make a new feud. Hell, why don't you do something with Drew McIntyre to set him up to go after Brock Lesnar? Wouldn't that be good? Why don't you set up Finn Balor to go up against Dean Ambrose so he can get his title, because Seth Rollins, next week he gets his title shot, his rematch clause, and once he finishes with that, you could say Finn could go after Dean Ambrose. That would be something different. The Revival, there's nothing surprising about that. I didn't expect it. Now mind you, I know people are going to say, well, what happened to the new people coming in? EC3, Eva Lace is coming in. Lawel Sullivan is coming in. I can't remember the others that are coming in. I didn't see that because I was getting a lot of problems with my stream. So I know those are coming in. I don't know about the others. But we don't know which brand they're going to. Unless they're going to merge the 2 brands, we still don't know. So knowing these guys and girl coming in doesn't really mean anything until you know where they're going and then know where they're going to be. Are they going to be booked properly? Because as it stands right now, and I'm making this very clear to anyone who's watching this, if you believe that this was something refreshing and something good for the WWE, I think I got a bridge to sell you. It's called the Brooklyn Bridge. Because when it comes down to it, they've proven nothing. They've done exactly what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks. Nothing has changed. Nothing. Hell, you could have gone and done Ember Moon versus Ronda Rousey. You could have done Sasha versus Ronda Rousey. You could have done Bayley instead of Ronda Rousey, but you did Natalya. Is that anything different? No. You could have given the Authors of Pain instead of AOP, instead of Drake Maverick, you could have had Paul Ellering come out and pretty much say, get away from my boys, and beat the crap out of a Drake Maverick, or at least knock him out, and let Paul Ellering take them over again. You did not need to do anything with Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin. You could have made Baron Corbin disappear for a little while and then refresh him. No, now you immediately let him go over to Seth Rollins, and now they're going to have a fight, which could become a feud, which could become a triple threat with Dean, with Seth, and with Baron. You want that? No. This show was a joke. Nothing changed. Nothing happened. Nothing. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me why I'm wrong. Write it down in the comments. I would love to know. So you guys have a good day, have a good night, and watch for my SmackDown review tomorrow. Peace!